Welcome back to Just Browsing, the show where everyone gets a gift of knowledge.
Everyone gets a gift.
Of knowledge.
Today, we would love to cover the two topics of meditation and manifestation. Nicole, what's meditation to you, and how does it make you less hostile?
I'll let you know when I find out.
Not helpful to the viewers.
No. What is meditation to me? Meditation is the most common that I do are the laying down because it's just sitting hurts my back, or you can sit with a straight back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and focus on your breath. And actively, every time you have that monkey brain, right, it keeps going back and forth where, oh, I forgot to do the laundry. Oh, I left the stove on. Uh-oh, maybe I should go pick up my kid. You just keep clearing those thoughts out. As an example, just just top of the head examples. And then there's also automatic meditation where you can go fishing. That's why a lot of people like to go fishing. It's just a mindless activity. You can ride a bike, you can go on a boat, you can go for a walk your dog, and it's just a mindless activity where you're actively either clearing your mind or focusing on something, like an intention of some sort. What is it for you?
So, meditation's an interesting one for me. I think it's something that the vast majority of people that I speak to that aren't a part of this world yet come to me about saying, like, I can't, I don't know how to, that freaks me out. And quite frankly, it terrified me for a while. Terrified and was just like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. My mind is always going 1,000 miles a minute on 75 different things. And what meditation has taught me was the discipline to calm your mind. And like, I know when we first started talking and I started it, you could only meditate for like a few minutes at a time before it became too overwhelming. But one of the really important key points that I learned with it is being able to separate myself from my thoughts, being able to observe my thoughts, and realizing that you are not your thoughts at all. Your thoughts are an experience. Again, they're observed, but they're not who you are. And I think learning how to meditate is learning, like you mentioned, the monkey brain is learning how to separate yourself from that and from those thoughts and emotions controlling who you are and taking that backseat to observe. And when you get in that practice of observing, then you learn that Zen mindset that everybody's speaking of that allows you to go, okay, I'm here, I'm chill, I'm at peace, on whatever word you want to use for it. I can watch everything else go back and forth. You can lay, you can sit, you can stand, you can walk, you can swim. It doesn't really matter what you do. It's just whatever puts you in that state to observe.
So, would you consider meditation a way to fake it till you make it type of deal? Because I know when I'm meditating, I'm not necessarily always at peace. I'm always like focusing on this, that, and the other, and I'm always trying to find that calm. I'm
I
always
don't think it's supposed to be peaceful necessarily. It's supposed to allow you the chance to observe what your mind is dealing with, what your subconscious is dealing with, what your consciousness is dealing with, and you get to figure out what you want to focus on and what you want to rewire, what you want to relive, what you want to rethink. Some things that we do in energy work and or even in certain readings is change the storyline. And if it's something that you're dealing with or struggling with, to relax, focus on that specifically. It's coming up for a reason.
I need to relax. I'm not relaxing. There's a plethora of different types of meditation. A really popular one is the Wim Hof method. It's like when you suck in your breath
Breath
for
work.
so many seconds, hold it, and then let it go for so many seconds, and you just keep it cyclical. Like you keep like out through your nose, in through your mouth, or what in through your nose, out through your mouth. One of them. You can tell I totally do it on my spare time. But some of the meditations that I prefer are more guided so that I don't have to think. I like it being, on my headphones as I'm falling asleep, and it helps me to just get into a deep state of relaxation. Which
Yes.
brings me to my next inquiry. What do you think are some of the benefits of meditation?
So I'm going to pause and jump back and forth to that. One of the ways that I choose that helps me meditate with my brain going 1,000 miles an hour is with binaural beats, similar
Mm.
to Nicole's example of using headphones. You plug them in and you can kind of focus on a tune, not music. It's if you look up binaural beats on YouTube, pop them in your ears and find a vibe that you like, it kind of entrains with your brain and allows you to kind of fall into different spaces. I think from a benefit, oh my gosh, I can completely tell if I've stopped meditating for too long versus when I do it regularly. I'm way more calm and way more peaceful. I don't get horrifically violent road rage. And the thought to commit road rage manslaughter. No, I literally
Can't
go
say
through
that on
my
YouTube.
I literally go through my everyday life way more chill and way more understanding of who I am, what I want. It sounds so weird, but it really does center you and it holds that space for a while. It's not like you just meditate and feel, oh, and then it just goes away when you come out of it. No, it stays with you. You definitely learn huge parts about yourself while you're doing it.
And I would suggest, like, while you're driving, but a lot of people say don't operate heavy machinery while you're
Is
in a
this like a
relaxed
disclaimer? Should we put a disclaimer out?
state. Disclaimer, we are not professional therapists. This.
Nor are we telling you to meditate while you drive. I wouldn't ever do that.
Right, because that's dangerous, Erin. God,
Don't meditate
why
while I
would you even bring that up?
I think what Nicole has been trying to explain is when you're busy doing something else, a lot of times intuitive thoughts pop in. You may not be actively meditating, but you will get kind of flashes of information, or your brain will allow to go to a different conscious place of
Mhm.
thought while, like people say, shower thoughts, or while they're driving, or while they're washing the dishes. Other things kind of intuitively pop in. That also happens while you meditate.
Do you need to protect yourself while meditating, or do you just kind of go right into it, balls to the wall?
Great question, Holmes. I think what we normally tell people or what we normally advise, they're all always with people that are kind of worried. A lot of times they're worried of themselves, their inner thoughts, and they're worried about what else that they can kind of tap into or that can reach them when they are able to meditate and or pop in and out of different states.
Hmm.
It's possible. We don't like to allow that in any of our space, and we're taught very, very early on, if you go to meditate, if you go to connect to something, if you go to have any type of connection with anything, always want to envision a very, very big ball of light around you that you're fully protected. It's for something called your highest and greatest good. Nothing can ever pop on in, and
Mhm.
you're just, you know and feel you're always safe. You can call on your guides, your angels, whatever you want, whatever you believe in. We'll cover that on another episode. That would be fantastic. But no, you always imagine yourself completely surrounded in beautiful bright white light and know that you are safe.
And some more added benefits. I know I used meditation, guided meditations in my headphones to help kind of get me out of postpartum, which was I didn't even realize I was in it the first time, and it took about a year and a half to get me out. And then the second time, I just kind of cut to the middleman and the guided meditations. I'm not kidding. In like a month and a half, I was out of my postpartum. So it really does give you benefits. Like, there are actual benefits to it. So, like, reduce stress, enhances your emotional health, improves focus, concentration, promotes self-awareness, reduces anxiety, improves your sleep quality, lowers your blood pressure. Oh, didn't know that. That was something new. Uh,
Also improves all your physical health.
yes, and your
Goes hand
immunity,
in hand.
your immune system, pain management. Oh, really? You meditate, pain. Oh, I guess like the Shanghai Knights or oh my God, what are they? Monks. Those monks. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Not the Jackie Chan ones, but the ones that like that the Shanghai or the ones that mind over matter and they can like levitate.
Ah. Yes, but like we're just talking to like regular people that
They
aren't
can be
going.
superhuman at some
They can.
point.
Everyone has the capacity to be superhuman, but they're probably not going to the monkeries.
I mean,
Probably not happening.
you don't know. At some
They
point, I would
could.
like to go to
If
a monk.
you're going from watching our YouTube videos to the monkery, we want you to leave us a message. Please.
Monastery, monkery.
I want to know more about you and what your interest is here.
No, they've got some really good ones in Germany, believe it or not. But There's a bunch of monasteries in Tibet and everything like that. Anyway,
Yes, but why would they be watching our videos?
did you know monks have phones? It's a true
Did
story.
you know monks live perfectly normal lives
I
outside
didn't
of their monkariness?
know. This is
This,
disclaimer, no monks were harmed during the making of this filming.
I think just overall, meditation always seems to be the thing that people are most hesitant to do, even us. It always takes time. It always takes time. What I always try and teach myself, what I always try and teach my clients is give it 7 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Just set aside to allow yourself to sit even in silence if that's all you need and listen to your thoughts. You will learn so much about yourself and whatever you're trying to accomplish by giving yourself that time to hear what's going on.
And if you want a practice, well, a fun practice, imagine expanding and contracting your energy, like listening to your heartbeat while you're meditating.
You
And
can do the same
imagine
thing with your breath.
yeah, you could too. But just imagine your energy that's surrounding you expand, contract. Now imagine expanding more and contracting and eventually get to a point where you're enveloping the entire world. And you're gonna feel like this. Oh, I already feel it. Oh my God. You almost feel like this lightheaded, I don't know, like a high of some sort. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you have a really good conversation with somebody and you just feel kind of like high. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know if we can even say that either. There might be something else that's censored. Censor. But let us know your experiences if you like to play around with meditation and set an intention and just let your mind go blank and see if anything pops in, colors, shapes, smells,
Ooh,
different,
that's an important key point that Holmes has brought up. You can meditate to allow that space in your mind to go blank and see what comes up. Or there's a million, like I said, there's a million of types of meditation. We also like to do a meditation with intention. So if you want to set your thought on something specific and see what comes up. Beautiful
not
thing to
for
do.
your soulmate to be entwined with you forever. That's something else, okay? All right? That's for another episode. And on
You can
that
meditate on that.
note,
You could.
you could. You need
You
some
can.
self-reflection on that point.
Yeah.
Subscribe.